Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Tom Lang Park. The last regular season home game is upon us, and the Medicine Hat Mavericks are the visitors. These two teams squared off last night here at Tom Lang Park. The Beavers prevailed in that one 7-6 in a really tightly contested and entertaining baseball game, and getting ready for another one here tonight. The starting lineup tonight for the Medicine Hat Mavericks: Jeremy Freeman, the center fielder, will bat first, number 44. Aaron Volcano is at first base, wearing number 13 and batting second. In the 3 spot, it's Tyler Van Este. He will be the designated hitter tonight, wearing number 8. The cleanup hitter, number 10, Carter Roth. Carter will be at third base. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, number 11, Johnny Volcano. And in the 6th spot will be number 2, Adam Volcano, and Adam will be in right field. So we have all 3 Volcano brothers in the lineup tonight. Jaden Babiak resumes his catching duties, and he will bat 7th, wearing number 6. Number 5, Blake Dale, occupies the 8th spot in the lineup, and he will start at second base this evening. Micah Dvorak is in his familiar left field position and wearing number 4 and rounding out the order in the 9th spot. Starting pitcher tonight for the Medicine Hat Mavericks, number 14, Gary Dornan. For the Weyburn Beavers, here's how they will line up in the batting order this evening. Leading things off, Mr. Weyburn, number 15, Ryan Dauphiny, and he will play right field tonight. Ryan Muselar, the center fielder, will bat second. He wears number 4. Braden Mayencourt will bat third and play first base this evening. He wears number 7. Number 12, Ian Heck, is the starting pitcher and the designated hitter for the Beavers, and he will bat cleanup tonight. In the 5 spot, it'll be Trevor Dale, who starts at short, wears number 6. Number 9, Zach Tanabe, will bat 6th and play second base. In the 7 spot, it'll be Rob Gurney with the catching duties, wearing number 10. And in the 8 spot, number 33, Owen Mayencourt, and he will play third base tonight. Eli Hansen with a start. Number 26 will start in left field and bat 9th. So tonight at Tom Lang Park, we have senior night. So we're going to shortly recognize the graduating seniors who are all playing their final collegiate home game this evening. And one of those, Ian Heck, kind of sad that I'm going to see Ian Heck throw for the last time here tonight. But I think we're going to get started with those announcements here shortly. The weather this evening, a pleasant evening, a little breezy, 24 degrees. I would say that is about 73 Fahrenheit. Wind a little bit gusty, blowing out to right field as it was last night. 17 to 26 kilometers an hour, which would be about 11 miles an hour to 16 miles an hour, and that's from the east-southeast. Not calling for any rain tonight. Sunset scheduled for 8:34 p.m. And a little bit of light haze in the air from the forest fire smoke in the north, but nothing to the severity that our air quality health index would be jeopardizing play here tonight. So last night, the Mavericks, preparing for the playoffs, gave 3 of their big guns a night off. Jeremy Freeman did not play last night. Adam Volcano was not in the lineup last night. Carter Roth, he was not in the lineup last night either. So expect fired up Mavericks club, even though standings-wise they're not playing for anything. They're in the 2 seed and they're locked in. Their key will be to just go into the playoffs on a positive note and not to get anybody hurt and to save arms as much as they can. But had a chat with head coach Jonathan Thornhill before, during batting practice, and always a good time visiting with JT. The umpiring crew for tonight's game at home plate, Braden Lonsbury. Zeke Fair will be at first base this evening. And Tyler Murphy, last night's home plate umpire, will be down at third base. So I think we'll take a 30-second break here while we kind of queue up the Senior Day announcements, and we'll be right back. Well, we're back at Tom Lang Park. I thought we were going to do the Senior Day announcements before the home plate visit, as head coaches Jonathan Thornhill and Cam Williams exchanging pleasantries with the umpiring crew. So we got started a little bit early tonight because we didn't want anybody to potentially miss the senior announcements that, families that may be watching and billet families that maybe couldn't be here tonight. So pregame strip's pretty much done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the starting defense for the Beavers while we have a moment before they get out there. In the outfield, Eli Hansen in left, Ryan Muselar in center, and Ryan Dauphiny in right. And Dauphiny made arguably the play of the year out in right field last night for the Beavers. Should be the WCBL play of the week. He robbed Johnny Volcano of a triple, going completely vertical, full effort all the time from Mr. Weyburn. In the infield, at third base, Owen Mancourt, Trevor Dale at short, Zach Tanabe at second, and Braden Mancourt at first base. Behind the plate, Rob Gurney, and the pitcher and DH, Ian Heck. So I'm just going to let Stephen Wilson, the public address announcer, speak for a moment here. So senior night. So Jared Eifler, Joe Hart, Jackson Henderson, Graham Middleton, Connor Nip, Alex Alva, Zach Tanabe, Tyron Dorrance, Chet McDaniel, and Ian Heck. So hang around for a few minutes after the game, and I'll have a few more words to say about those 9 gentlemen. And we'll take a 60-second break, and we'll probably about anthem time when we come back. Welcome back to Tom Lang Park. First pitch time as the son of one of our host families. He's going to try it from 60 foot 6 inches. And a good throw fielded by Rob Gurney. And Ian Heck, the starter tonight in his final collegiate baseball game. A couple of opportunities to play baseball abroad for Ian, so we'll see how that works out for him. Ian from Antelope, California, the senior from York University in York, Nebraska. And Ian has absolutely had an outstanding season for the Beavers, both on the mound and at the plate. A little bit hampered in the late part of the season with a tweaked hamstring, where a freak game where the Beavers had 3 guys that kind of got injured all in the same game. Chet McDaniel, he twisted a knee, and I don't think we're going to see Chet again. Hopefully he can get in that bat here tonight. The numbers on Ian Heck for the year. He has a 2-win, 4-loss record, a 3.61 earned run average. This is start number 10 for Ian. 52 1/3 innings pitched. He struck out 49 to go along with 18 bases on balls. And Jeremy Freeman will lead things off here for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. First pitch at 7:07 p.m. is a ball. Fastball on the outside edge. Taken by Jeremy Freeman for a strike. Freeman on the year hitting .337. Swing and a miss. One ball and 2 strikes. 69 hits and 205 at-bats for Freeman. 16 doubles, 3 triples, 5 homers, and 43 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. First strikeout of the game for Ian Heck. I talked to Ian after the win last night, and Ian informed me that he is not going to leave anything left in the tank tonight. Fastball misses high for ball 1 to Aaron Volcano. Aaron, .305 average, 61 hits and 200 at-bats, 12 doubles, 4 triples. Curveball in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 12 doubles, 4 triples, 8 homers, 41 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. And Ian Heck once again is ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Five players on the Mavs hitting over 300, and that's hit deep to center field. Back goes Ryan Muselaar, back to the wall, over the shoulder, makes a great catch out there. Aaron Volcano gave that a ride. And 2 outs. Tyler Van Este will be the hitter. Always a real tough out in 42 games this year, a .345 average, 59 hits on 171 trips. Fastball taken on the outside edge to the left-handed hitting Van Este. No balls and 1 strike. 7 doubles, 2 triples, 7 home runs, and 31 runs batted in. Manesti fouls that over the screen and out of play. So early here tonight, Ian Heck getting ahead in counts. Fastball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carter Roth, the third baseman, is in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. And that's lifted in the air to left field. Eli Hansen finds it and makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Ian Heck. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And after a half inning of play, the Medicine Hat Mavericks 0 and the Weyburn Beavers coming to bat, and we'll have it for you when we return here on Coast Hotels, Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. Gary Dornan, the starting pitcher tonight for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. This is appearance number 12 for Gary and his 8th start. 37 and 2/3 innings, he's allowed 48 hits, 30 runs, 26 of them earned. 25 strikeouts to go with 21 bases on balls, a 4-win, 2-loss record with a save, and a 6.21 earned run average.
Weyburn Beavers number 15, Ryan Daughney.
And leading things off for the Weyburn Beavers, Mr. Weyburn, Ryan Daughney. Takes the first pitch from Gary Dornan high for ball 1. Big swing and a miss there. Doff on the air batting .324, 67 hits in 207 at-bats. He has 16 doubles, a triple, 5 homers, and leads the team with 42 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. And Dornan ahead 1-2. Ryan Muselaar on deck. Braden Mancourt also due up. Fouled back over the screen and out of play by Ryan Daughney. High and tight. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Doff eligible to return next season. Outside, full count. Payoff pitch for Gary Dornan to the leadoff hitter, Ryan Daughney. And Doff doesn't take any chances and lines that out of play. Live to fight another day. And the payoff pitch once again from Gary Dornan. Fouled back over the screen and out of play once again. So 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. So that's one way to get the pitch count up. Go 9 pitches in the first at-bat. And draw a walk. A high-quality at-bat from Ryan Dauphiny.
Now batting for the Weyburn Beavers, number 4, Ryan Muselar.
And Ryan Muselar will come to the plate with a runner aboard and nobody out. Inside, ball 1. Moose on the year, hitting .286 after a really slow start coming back from the Badlands Big Sticks. 24 hits and 84 at-bats. Ooh, that's really high and almost got away from Jaden Babiak. An athletic play by him to leap up and prevent Ryan Dauphiny from advancing to second base. And a 2-ball, no-strike count to Ryan Muselar. 3 doubles, a triple, 4 home runs, and 9 runs batted in for Moose. Pickoff move. Doff is back. Braden Mayencourt on deck. His younger brother Owen in the lineup tonight at third base. High. Three balls and no strikes. Taken all the way is Ryan Muselar. And Dornan delivers. 3 balls and 1 strike the count. Dauphiny goes. Fouled straight back. Contact play on. Doff got a good jump. Situation there, if Ryan Muselar hit a gap, I think Dauphiny would have scored all the way from first. High, and that's ball 4.
Now batting for the Weyburn Beavers, number 7, Braden Mayencourt.
We have a junior announcer in the booth, and he's doing a fantastic job. So Braden Mayencourt comes to the plate with runners on first and second as Braden Lonsbury goes up to break up the mound visit. So that's visit number 1 for the Mavericks. Braden Mayencourt on the year hitting .283, 53 hits and 187 trips. 10 doubles, 4 home runs, 33 runs batted in for Mayo. A chance to drive one in here. And there's a little movement down in the pen for the Mavericks. Dornan misses ball 1. A little stretching, no throwing. Ian Heck in the on-deck circle. Dornan checks Dauphiny. No middle infielders there, so Doff doing a lot of dancing and distracting. Big swing and a miss there by Mayencourt. Wind blowing out to right field for the left-handed hitting Braden Mancourt. If he can get a hold of one and hang it up in the breeze, could go a long way. Big swing and miss at an inside fastball. Probably was off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Cam Williams in the third base coaching box. The head coach of the Beavers, Luke Senft, down at first base. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1 away.
Now batting for the Weyburn Beavers, number 12, Ian Heck.
And that will bring Ian Heck to the plate. Ian entering the game with a .278 batting average in 50 games, 54 hits and 194 official at-bats, 8 doubles, 5 home runs, and 39 runs batted in for Ian. Takes high for ball 1. Trevor Dale in the on-deck circle. Slider misses outside and low. 2-0. Ryan Dauphiny is the runner at second base. Ryan Muselar, the runner at first. High, 3 balls and no strikes. High fastball is called a strike in 3-0. Letter high. So 3 balls and a strike to Ian Heck. Outside ball 4. Third walk of the inning.
Now batting for the Weyburn Beavers, number 6, Trevor Dale.
And that'll bring Trevor Dale to the plate. Trevor hitting .283 in 48 games, 52 hits and 184 at-bats. 6 doubles, 2 triples, 7 home runs, and 22 runs batted in on the year. As he takes low for ball 1. Zach Tanabe on deck. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded, 1 out. Beavers haven't recorded a hit in the inning. High, 2 balls and a strike. That's taken high in the zone for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dornan takes a little too long for Trevor Dale, and he asks for time, and it's granted by Braden Lonsbury. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Aaron Volcano way in at first base on the grass. That's lifted in the air, foul and out of play. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Like a reasonably decent turnout here for an August long weekend. That's hit in the air to center field. That looks like it'll be deep enough to score Dauphiny. Freeman with the throw. And Ryan Dauphiny scores a sacrifice fly. Trevor Dale. The Beavers take an early 1-0 lead.
Now batting for the Weyburn Beavers, number 9, Zach Tanabe.
So an RBI for Trevor Dale. That's RBI number 23 for him. And Zach Tanabe, who had an excellent night last night against the Mavericks. 3 hits and got the save in the ball game. Takes strike 1. 3 for 4 and a save. Pretty good night at the office. Low, 1-1. Zach, another one of the seniors, playing his final collegiate home game. So the Beavers finish up with 2 on the road in Regina tomorrow and Swift Current on Monday night. Muselar goes. And a double steal. Ian Hack steals second base. And for Ian, his first stolen base of the year. Comes in the last regular season home game. Ian did not have a stolen base last year, so his first WCBL stolen base. That's in tight and really high to Zach Tanabe. Good thing it didn't clip him. Not in a good area up there. And a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Two outs here in the bottom of the first inning. And that's hit foul over towards the Beaver dugout and out of play.
Kids, a reminder, all foul balls can be returned to the beer shack for $1.
And that'll run the count to full. To number 9, Zach Tanabe. His parents, Lawrence and Kathy, were here for an extended visit. And a good defensive swing. There's been some pitches up in the zone called for strikes, so Zach not taking any chances. Lifts that one out of play. Good piece of hitting there by the senior. And that's hit on the ground to third. Picked up by Carter Roth over to first in time. And that'll do it for the Beavers in the bottom of the first inning. They do get a run on no hits. There were no errors. And 2 runners left on base in scoring position, both of them. So after 1 complete, the Weyburn Beavers won. The Medicine Hat Mavericks no score. We'll be back with the second inning right after this here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. Ian Heck out for the top of the second inning, and he will face the 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Carter Roth, Johnny Volcano, and Adam Volcano. Carter Roth with the night off last night. Sure, it's some load management heading into the playoffs. Mavs are the number 2 seed in the WCBL East Division, and they can't move up or down. Foul tip squeezed by Rob Gurney, strike one. Carter Roth, the leading hitter on the Medicine Hat Maverick team. Fastball misses outside, 1-1. He possesses a .371 batting average, 78 hits in 210 at-bats, 10 doubles, 5 homers, 52 runs batted in. Slider on the inside edge. And a 1-2 count to number 10, Carter Roth. A fastball lifted in the air to right field. Ryan Dauphiny drifts over and makes the catch, one away. And that will bring Johnny Volcano to the plate. The veteran shortstop hitting .265 in 38 games. 43 hits and 162 at-bats, 14 doubles, a homer, 23 runs batted in. Slider misses outside, ball one. Last night, Johnny Volcano in the leadoff spot. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Johnny was 1 for 4 with a walk and a run scored. And was absolutely robbed in the top of the 8th inning by Ryan Dauphiny out in right field as he laced one down the first base line. It would have been a triple. Volcano with good speed, 2-ball, 2-strike count. Strike 3 called. Right at the knees. Second strikeout for Ian Heck. And it'll be interesting at the end of the year when I sit down over the winter to update the Beaver record book, where Ian Heck lands in some pitching categories on the career list. Adam Volcano takes strike one. Adam on the year, 30 hits in 136 at-bats. That calculates to a .221 batting average, 8 doubles, a triple, 4 home runs, 21 runs batted in. And quickly, Ian Heck ahead, 0-2. Spins a breaking ball that was very close and everybody thought it was a strike. The infield, all of the infielders were leaving and heading to the dugout, so 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball sails high, 2-2. Jaden Babiak on deck. Was the DH last night. Breaking ball in the dirt. And that'll fill the count. A fastball. Fouled out of play. Adam Volcano stays alive. A night off last night for Adam, starting in right field for the Mavericks. Breaking ball fouled out of play. So still 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 out here in the top of the second inning. Payoff pitch from Ian Heck coming once again. Outside, and everybody in the building thought that Ian Heck had the strikeout on 3 pitches. Except one guy. The guy that mattered. So first base on balls of the evening, issued by Ian Heck. That'll bring Jaden Babiak to the plate with 2 out. Babiak on the year hitting .299, 38 hits and 127 at bats, 5 doubles, a triple, and 11 runs batted in on the year for the catcher. Outside, ball 1. Breaking ball catches the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. High. Fastball sailed. 2 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss at a fastball. That was probably on the outside edge. A good cut by Jaden Babiak. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Outside, full count. Ryan Reed in the third base coaching box for the Mavs. Cesar Rodriguez down at first. Runner goes, of course. And that's foul out of play. And the payoff pitch coming once again. Ball 4. So back-to-back walks.
Now batting, second baseman number 5, Blake Dale.
Runners on first and second with 2 out for Blake Dale. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Dale on the year, 29 hits in 115 at-bats, good for a .252 average, 10 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, 16 runs batted in. That is strike 2. Sort of a late call, but the pitch did look like it was a strike all the way. I was a little surprised that the hand didn't come up right away, but it did come up. Clarifies that with the dugout of the Mavs. And the fastball is high for ball 1. So Ian Heck trying to elevate the fastball. A little too high. A little easier to lay off that one than one at the letters, or a little higher. Another high pitch taken for a ball, 2-2. Micah Dvorak on deck for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Oh, a fastball that looked like it was right at the knees. Ian Heck really wanted it. He's not happy. Full count to the third consecutive batter, and that's running that pitch count up. Runners go. Fouled back to the screen. Payoff pitch once again. The Mavs hit .298 as a team. Only one player hitting below .250 in their entire lineup. Strike three called. Third strikeout for Ian Heck. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left. One of them in scoring position after 1.5. The Weyburn Beavers won. The Medicine Hat Mavericks no score. And we'll be back with the bottom of the second right after this here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege.
And the Saskatchewan Cattlemen's Association. And again, big welcome to our guests on the pending completion VIP fan deck, Pioneer Hybrid.
Gary Dornan out on the mound for his second inning of work. Didn't allow a hit, but did allow a run on 3 walks and a sac fly. And leading things off for the Beavers will be the catcher, Robert Gurney. He'll be followed by Owen Mayencourt and Eli Hansen. So a couple of young guys getting the start tonight in the final home game for the Beavers.
Now batting for the Weyburn Beavers, number 10, Rob
Rob Gurney checks in. Inside. Ball one. Almost clipped him. Rob second on the team with 10 hit by pitches. Noah Brooks, the team record 19 before he left for the Edmonton Riverhawks of the West Coast Leagues. Joined them for their playoff run. One ball and one strike to count. Breaking ball in there for a strike. I'll run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes to Robert Gurney. Robin liked last night's game. 1 for 3 and a walk. Breaking ball is high. Tried to drop the curve in there unsuccessfully. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A high fastball fouled back to the screen. Count will remain at 2-2. Owen Mayencourt on deck. Full count. It's a fastball sails high on Gary Dornan. Payoff pitch. Drilled foul. So we'll do it again. Rob Gurney all over that. Hammering it foul by a long way. The fastball low, ball 4, a leadoff walk. A high quality at bat there for Robert Gurney. And Owen Mancourt comes to the plate. Owen arriving last week to finish out the season after finishing up his U18 AAA season with the Langley Blaze. He fouls the first pitch off. Strike 1. For Owen in his first 3 games, 2 hits and 9 trips. Has a home run and 2 runs batted in. Breaking ball catches the inside edge, and quickly Dornan is ahead 0-2. Pretty cool moment in Moose Jaw when Owen Mancourt hit his first WCBL home run on a day where his brother went 3 for 3 with 2 walks, reached base 5 times. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Second strikeout for Gary Dornan, 1 away.
Now batting for the Weyburn Beavers, number 26, Eli Henson.
And that'll bring Eli Hansen to the plate. Eli, another affiliated player for the Beavers. He's 0 for 3 in 3 games. Pickoff move. Rob Gurney is back. Rob stole a base in last night's game, didn't he? Or have I got the wrong game? And he stole one in the last couple of games. No, it was not last night. Must have been in Moose Jaw the night before. Fastball high, ball 1. So the scouting report is out that Rob Gurney has wheels and can steal bases. For Rob, that was his only one of the year. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Eli Hansen looking for his first WCBL hit. Top of the order, Ryan Dauphin on deck. Out. Ooh. Called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouled straight back. Count will remain 1-2. One out here in the bottom of the second inning. Beavers lead 1-0. Strike 3 called, and I don't like those last 2 calls. Fastballs tailing away. Looked like they were over the chalk line. 3 strikeouts for Gary Dornan. So if the zone is going to be that wide, I'm fine with it, but it's got to be that way all night and for both sides. Outside, ball 1 to Ryan Dauphiny. Doff walked and scored in the first, so he's yet to have an official at bat. Low, 2 balls and no strikes. In last night's game, Doff 2 for 5 with a couple of runs scored. And of course, that enormous defensive play in right field. Probably the play of the year for the Beavers. Pitches in the dirt, and Rob Gurney advances to second on the wild pitch. So a runner in scoring position now for Ryan Dauphiny and 2 out. In a 3-0 count. And the ever-dangerous Ryan Muselar on deck. Action in the Mavs pen. Ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. Second walk issued to Ryan Dauphiny and the 5th in the game. Dornan still has not allowed a base hit in the game, but he has walked 5, and everybody's going to come in and talk about this, probably just to buy time down there. Warming in the pen for the Mavs, number 39. And I'll get, he's not on the roster that I printed. So for disclosure, what I do is I print the roster at the start of the season. I just keep them for the teams that we're going to see a lot, the teams in our division. So when new additions happen late, I don't have them on the one I printed. So it's Ryan Harney that's warming in the pen, a right-hander. Muselar checks his swing. No way he went. Ball 1. Ryan Muselar also walked in his first at-bat. In the dirt, 2-0. In last night's game, Ryan Muselar 4 for 5 on the night with an RBI and 2 runs scored. We had a tie for the Boston Pizza player of the game last night. Fastball in there for a strike, 2 balls and 1 strike. That honor was shared by Ryan Muselar and Zach Tanabe. And Zach had 3 hits, a 3 for 4 night at the plate, and came in with a scoreless 9th inning to record the save in the ball game. And that's drilled down the left field line and a couple feet foul. That would have scored them both. Muselar got the barrel out front on that one. Braden Mayencourt on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. And one where he gets the hands through. The pitch inside, had to get the hands in and got the barrel on the ball. Couldn't keep it fair. Still 2-2. Here's me just hoping he leaves one a little bit more over the middle that Moose can get the barrel on. And he does, but he can't keep that one fair either, and that's deep. Three straight barreled foul balls by Ryan Muselar. It appears to have gotten head coach JT's attention over in the dugout. Still 2-2. And that's hit hard on the ground to Carter Roth. He'll just step on third base and retire Rob Gurney. So the fielder's choice ends the inning and the threat. There were no runs on no hits. No Medicine Hat errors. 2 runners left on base, one of them in scoring position. After 2 complete, the Weyburn Beavers won. The Medicine Hat Mavericks no score, and we'll be back with the 3rd inning when we return here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. Ian Hack back out on the mound here in the top of the 3rd inning. As Rob Gurney has his gear back on and he's ready to receive a couple of throws, we'll get underway. Due up to face Ian Heck, the number 9 hitter, Micah Dvorak, followed by the top of the order, Jeremy Freeman and Aaron Volcano. So on many, many teams, Micah Dvorak would be the leadoff hitter. He's got really good speed, and he's got some juice, too. First pitch for Ian Hack. Catches the outside block for strike 1. Dvorak on the year, 40 hits and 157 at-bats in 46 games, a .255 average. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 5 doubles, 2 triples, 5 home runs, and 29 runs batted in for the Medicine Hat left fielder. Fouled straight back, still 0-2. That just misses off the plate outside. Good idea. Trying to get Dvorak to chase. Pretty close to the same spot as the called strike in the second pitch. Just low. Two balls and 2 strikes the count. Jeremy Freeman on deck. Dvorak looked like he got something in his eye and stepped out. Maybe an insect buzzing around down there or something. Who knows? Breaking ball misses upstairs. And a full count. The 4th consecutive batter to reach a full count against Ian Hack. And that's hit on the ground. Zach Tanabe picks it up over to first in time. 1 away, 4-3 on the putout. And that'll bring Jeremy Freeman to the plate. Freeman struck out to lead off the game. He's 0 for 1. Jeremy Freeman, a product of Chicago, Illinois. He's a senior at Ottawa University in Kansas. And a 1-ball count. That's in there. 1 ball and 1 strike. Breaking ball misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Jeremy Freeman, a really complete ball player. Hits for average, power, and runs well. Plays good defense. Popped up in the infield. Ian Heck calls for it. Hits the palm, but he manages to hold on. Owen Mancourt was coming hard, but Ian Heck had to call it and take it himself as the middle infielders were late. 2 away on the pop up to the pitcher. And Aaron Volcano will come to the plate. I think after that little bit longer second inning with those couple of walks that it's incumbent upon Ian Heck to have a little quicker run this time. Save a bit of the arms. 1 ball the count to Aaron Volcano. Fouled off of the shin pad of Robert Gurney. 1-1. Talked to Ian after the game last night. He's prepared to go deep in this one. I said, how many you got in here? Are you going to throw 125? He said, I'll go 140 if I have to. So as long as he's in the ball game. Strike 3 called. Fastball on the outside edge. 1 ball, 2 strike count. So expect to see Ian Heck for a while tonight, is the moral of the story. That's hit in the air to right center field. Muselar on his horse. It's off the base of the wall. Volcano fell. There might be a play. No. So a double off the base of the wall for Aaron Volcano. And that is, in fact, the first hit of the baseball game by either squad. And Tyler Vanesti will be the hitter. Strange outing so far through 2 for Gary Dornan. Has not allowed a hit, but he's struck out 3 and walked 5. Looked like a little different arm slot there from Ian Heck. And it looked like he dropped down. Little sidearm breaking ball that Vanesti fouls off. Strike 1. Tyler Vanesti 0 for 1. He flew out to left fielder Eli Hansen to end the top of the first. That just misses outside. 1-1. Tyler Vanesti from Warman, Saskatchewan. A senior at Cal State University San Bernardino. Pitch low, blocked by Rob Gurney. That keeps Aaron Volcano where he is. And makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Carter Roth on deck for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Fastball on the outside black. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mavs wearing their Baby J's throwbacks. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There's that 3/4 arm slot again. That misses. And it's a full count. Yeah. And a ground ball, Zach Tanabe fields that at second base over to Mancourt in time. 3 away. The Mavs do not score. They do get a base hit. There were no errors and one runner left on base in scoring position. So after 2.5, the Weyburn Beavers won. And the Medicine Hat Mavericks, no score. We'll be back with the bottom of the third here on Coast Hotels. Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege.
Making the draw during the seventh inning. Take it away, Matthew.
Well, that is your intention. Yes, it will. Also, one more thing. Many a time. Once again, you ask me the question. Category: Major League Baseball. Any question involving Major League Baseball, I have to give the wrong answer. If you don't win, think about it. Wide open in Major League Baseball.
Now back pitching, number 39, Ryan Harney. This pitching change brought to you by Swayze Concrete.
Ryan Harney is on to pitch for the Medicine Hat Mavericks here in the bottom of the third inning. Appearance number 8 for Ryan Harney. He started 1. 14 innings pitched. He's allowed 9 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, has 6 strikeouts to go along with 1 base on balls. A 1 win, 1 loss record with 1 save and a sparkling 1.28 earned run average. And leading things off against Ryan Harney will be the first baseman, Braden Mancourt. Also due up Ian Heck and Trevor Dale. Sidearm right-hander is Harney, and a foul tip squeezed by Jaden Babiak, strike 1. Braden Mancourt struck out his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1. That misses outside and low. 1 ball and 1 strike. That sidearm fastball misses inside, 2-2. Inside once again. 3 balls and 1 strike. And a hard ground ball and a very nice hop to Blake Dale, 1 away.
Coming to the plate, the designated hitter, number 12, Ian Heck.
We've seen some really nice bounces in these last couple of ball games. 1 out for Ian Heck. The fastball catches the outside black. 0-1 the count. Ian walked his first at-bat in the dirt. That'll even the count at 1-1. Trevor Dale on deck for the Beavers. He had a tough night at the plate last night, 0 for 4. Looking to get things going here tonight. And he lifts that in the air down the left field line. And over comes Micah Dvorak and makes a catch. 2 away.
Now to the plate, the shortstop, number 6, Trevor Dale.
And as Trevor Dale steps in, we'll reset the Medicine Hat Mavericks defense in the outfield. Micah Dvorak in left field, Jeremy Freeman in center, and Adam Volcano in right. That's a lifted foul and out of play. 0-1. Across the Medicine Hat infield, Carter Roth at third base, Johnny Volcano, the familiar shortstop position, Blake Dale at second base, Aaron Volcano, at first base. Jaden Babiak is the catcher, and Ryan Harney now on the mound for the Mavs. Low, 1-1 strike. Beavers have yet to record a hit in the game. Zach Tanabe on deck. Slider catches the inside edge. 1-2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Harney. After 3 complete, the Weyburn Beavers won. The Medicine Hat Mavericks no score. And we will return with the 4th inning here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege.
Biggest moments. Head to FloCollege.com to keep up with all the baseball excitement. That's FloCollege.com.
So if you looked at the line score through 3 innings, you'd think we have a heck of a pitching duel going on. But it's been an interesting pitching duel. 7 walks in the game and only 1 base hit. So a little bit different. Leading it off for the Medicine Hat Mavericks in the top of the 4th will be Carter Roth, the cleanup hitter. He'll be followed by Johnny Volcano and Adam Volcano, the 4, 5, 6 hitters in the Medicine Hat order. Carter Roth flew out to Ryan Dauphiny in his first at-bat, and he takes strike 1. Roth from Stratford, Ontario. Fastball right at the knees. Quickly, Ian Heck ahead, 0-2. Roth is a junior at Doane University. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and he does not strike out often. That's a very tough out right there. 370 hitter. So Carter Roth from Doane University, and Johnny Volcano also out of Doane University in Doane, Nebraska. Takes a fastball on the outside edge for strike 1. Johnny Volcano and the rest of the Volcano brothers, all from Cloverdale, BC. Swing and a miss. The bottom fell out of that curveball. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And that's another Great Plains Sports strikeout. Now batting right fielder number 2,
And Adam Volcano comes to the plate with 2 away here in the top of the 4th inning. Jaden Babiak on deck. And Ian misses inside for ball one. Ball two inside. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 2 balls and a strike, the count to Adam Volcano. Adam walked in his first at-bat. Fastball high, 3-1. And if you'll recall, Ian Heck was ahead, 0-2, and a somewhat questionable call ultimately led to a walk and a full count for the second consecutive at-bat for Adam Volcano. Breaking ball misses, and another base on balls.
Now to the plate, the catcher, number 6, Jaden
And
Babiak.
Jaden Babiak will be the hitter with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. A runner on first base in the person of Adam Volcano. Our senior day at the ballpark here. Our thanks to all of the seniors who can't return next season. And that's hit on the ground. Zach Tanabe slides. A tough play, unable to handle it after the slide. And I think that's going to be a base hit. Waiting for the official call. I don't see a light go up there yet. You gonna keep an eye on that for me? Point streak is updating. That is an infield single. The correct call, in my opinion, a swing and a miss to Blake Dale. Strike one. So after quickly getting the first 2 batters on 6 pitches, a walk and a single, have 2 aboard for Blake Dale and a 1-strike count. Swing and a miss, a fastball, a pickoff play. Ooh, that was close. Jaden Babiak does get back. 0-2, the count. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ian Heck, 3 strikeouts in the inning and 6 in the game. Medicine Hat does not score. They did have a hit. There were no Weyburn errors. 2 left on base, 1 in scoring position. So after 3.5, the Weyburn Beavers won. The Medicine Hat Mavericks, no score. And we'll be back with the bottom of the 4th inning when we return here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege.
That is 730-043. If you've got the winning ticket, take it to the beer shop to claim your prize.
I know my mic's live, but I'm going to say it anyway. There's not enough cookies in a pack like there used to be. That's why I didn't have Ryan Harney available in my lineup. He just didn't have a number entered in there. Scan for the number. So Ryan Harney from Upland, California, the 5'11", 175-pound right-hander, a senior at Mid-America Christian University. And a really effective first inning of work for him, as he went 1-2-3 on the 3-4-5 hitters. And Zach Tanabe, the 6-hitter, will lead things off. He'll be followed by Rob Gurney and Owen Mancourt. Here in the Beaver half of the fourth.
Now to the plate, the second baseman, number 9, Zach Tanabe.
Well, Zach Tanabe steps into the batter's box. Sidearm offering in there for strike one. Zach grounded out to third baseman Carter Roth in his first at-bat. Lifts that foul out of play. Harney ahead, 0-2. And that's hit hard to left field, and Micah Dvorak is there, one away. That'll bring Robert Gurney to the plate with one out in the bottom of the fourth inning.
To the plate, the catcher, number 10, Rob Gurney.
Rob walked in his last trip. Takes a strike. 0-1 the count. That one's low. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. The line on Gary Dornan, 2 innings pitched, did not allow a hit. Gave up a run, and it was earned on those 5 walks. 3 strikeouts in the 10 batters that he faced. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 1-2. A lot of side-to-side movement in that breaking ball. Be really tough on right-handed hitters. In the dirt, 2-2. And that's lined up the middle. A base hit, the first one of the night for the Beavers. Rob Gurney is 1 for 1. A line drive up the middle.
Number 33, Owen Mancourt.
That'll bring Owen Mancourt to the plate. Owen struck out his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1. Breaking ball that he slashes the other way into foul territory, and unable to get to that was Adam Volcano. Good sportsmanship there. Digs it out from behind the tarp and tosses it in. It was over there already. Only takes another minute. 0-1 the count. And that's lifted foul and out of play. Oh, 2 the count to Owen Mancourt. And a ground ball. Blake Dale over to Volcano for one. On to Aaron Volcano. A 4-6-3 double play. So the Beavers do not score. They do get a base hit. There were no errors and nobody left on base. After 4 complete, the Weyburn Beavers won. The Medicine Hat Mavericks no score. And we'll be back with the line score from tonight's game right after this on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball Live on FloCollege. An update on the line score from tonight's game. The Medicine Hat Mavericks, no runs, 2 hits. They've committed no errors on defense, and they have left 5 runners on base, 3 of them in scoring position. For the Weyburn Beavers, 1 run on 1 hit. They also have committed no errors. They have left 4 base runners on, and 3 of them in scoring position. Ian Heck back out there to start inning number 5, and gonna need to be a little bit more efficient with the pitch count. Already 80 pitches in the game, so Ian averaging exactly 20 pitches an inning. So I'd like to see him get that down and stretch this out a little more. I mean, I know he'll go deep, but we're getting up there. There's a strike. 0-1 the count to Micah Dvorak. After Micah Dvorak, the top of the order. It misses outside, 1-1. Jeremy Freeman and Aaron Volcano also due up here in the road half of the 5th inning. Nice, quick, tight ball game. Breaking ball is high. 2-1 to Micah Dvorak. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Dvorak from Garden City, Kansas. A junior from Tabor College. Fouls that out of play towards the rodeo grounds. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here to the leadoff hitter in the inning. Low blocked by Rob Gurney and a full count. Fouled straight back. Count still full. Dvorak 0 for 1 on the night. He grounded to second baseman Zach Tanabe in his first appearance. And a ground ball. Tanabe lays out, gets a piece of it. It's through for a leadoff single by Micah Dvorak. Third hit of the game for the Mavs. And that will bring the dangerous Jeremy Freeman to the plate. Pitch right at the knees, taken by Freeman for strike one. Jeremy Freeman 0 for 2 on the evening. Fastball misses wide. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's Ian Heck with an elite pickoff move. Hasn't showed it to us here yet tonight. Hasn't been enough base runners to see it, I guess. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ian already up to 90 pitches on the day. Ooh, just off the plate outside. Looked like it could have been strike 3. Close call. 2-2. A breaking ball, and Freeman just reaches out and slaps that into center field for a single.
Now batting, first baseman, number 15, Aaron Volcano.
Really good piece of hitting there. Aaron Volcano with 2 men on and nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Swings and misses. Strike 1. Aaron 1 for 2. He doubled in the 3rd with 2 out and was left on base. Breaking ball. Swung on and missed. 0-2. A real dangerous section of the lineup here for the Mavericks. I mean, they're dangerous top to bottom anyway, but... And a breaking ball slapped towards Ryan Dauphiny. He's on the run, and he'll make the catch. No tag at second. 1 away.
Coming to the plate, designated hitter, number 8, Tyler Vanesti.
Well, that'll bring Tyler Vanesti to the plate. Fastball right at the knees, strike 1. Vanesti 0 for 2. He flew out to Eli Hansen in left field and grounded out to Zach Tanabe at second base. One ball and 1 strike. Carter Roth on deck for the Mavs. Beavers looking for a double play ball here. Vanesti will be hard to double up. Pitch is low, smothered by Rob Gurney. 2 balls and a strike. One out here, top of the 5th inning. That's popped foul towards the dugout and off of the dugout roof. 2-2. A lot of tough outs in this Mavs lineup, and Tyler Vanesti always been a real tough out. In the dirt gets away from Rob Gurney. The runners will advance on a wild pitch. Glanced off of the shin guard of Rob Gurney. So no double play in the traditional fashion. And a full count to Tyler Van Este. And a breaking ball slapped towards left field. That's in the gap, and it's extra bases. Dvorak scores. Freeman scores, and a triple for Tyler Van Este. And a visit from head coach Cam Williams. Ian Hackle. Already over 100 pitches, is he? Yes, he is. Three hits in the inning. And Carter Roth comes to the plate with a runner on third base. That's Tyler Van Este. One away here in the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss. Strike one. And that's hit deep into the left center gap. Muselar on his horse. He lays out and makes the catch. What a catch by Ryan Muselar. That will score Van Este from third, but what a play. Back-to-back nights. Unbelievable. So a sacrifice fly and a run batted in for Carter Roth. He definitely wanted more. 3 across here in the inning. 2 outs. That's fouled out of play by Johnny Volcano, strike one. Johnny 0 for 2 so far this evening. Breaking ball misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Off the end of the bat, foul. 1-2. Adam Volcano on deck. Breaking ball lifted in the air towards Owen Mancourt at third base. He'll make the catch. 3 away. Big inning for the Mavs. They score 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors. And there were no runner. Well, one runner left on base in scoring position. So after 4.5, the Medicine Hat Mavericks 3, the Weyburn Beavers 1. And the bottom of the 5th will be on deck when we return here on Coast Hotels. Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Eli Hansen will lead things off for the Weyburn Beavers here in the home half of the 5th inning against Ryan Harney, who's out for his 3rd inning of work. And why wouldn't he be? Very, very efficient so far. After Eli Hansen, the top of the order, Ryan Dauphiny and Ryan Muselar. Fastball spotted by Harney for strike 1. Hansen struck out looking his first at-bat, and a line drive fielded by Volcano behind second, and Hansen beats it out for his first WCBL base hit. Lined it past Harney, bounces short of second base, and Johnny Volcano somehow got to it behind second base and had a play. But Eli Hansen beats it out. Second hit of the evening for the Beavers. And Ryan Dauphiny to the plate. Doff does not have an official at-bat in the game. He's walked twice. Dauphiny takes at the knees for strike 1. Oh, and they had Eli Hansen picked off. A throw wide of the bag. He's able to get back. Dauphiny showed bunt and pulled it back. And Eli had strayed a ways away from the bag. Jaden Babiak alertly flipped a throw down there. 1-1 the count. Misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ryan Muselar on deck, and it looks like some movement heading towards the bullpen for the Beavers. Bunt shown, pulled back again, 3 balls and a strike. Ryan Muselar, who's really heated up. Outside, 3rd walk of the night for Ryan Dauphiny. 2 aboard for Moose.
Now batting the center fielder, number 4, Ryan Muselar.
Ryan Muselar, 0 for 1, reached on an inning-ending fielder's choice. And he walked in the 1st inning. Shows bunt. Pulls it back. Pitch catches the outside edge. Already on the board as a ball, as it did look like one, but a called strike. Aaron Volcano way in on the grass and first and charging. And it's popped up in foul territory. 1 away. Braden Mancourt will be the hitter. Big out for the Mavs there. Braden Mancourt 0 for 2 on the night. Looking for his first hit of the evening. Ian Heck in the on-deck circle. Outside. Nice attempted frame job there by Jaden Babiak. 1-0 the count. And time called. Second visit. So Babiak back behind the plate, ready to get going here once again. 2 runners aboard with 1 out for Braden Mancourt.
Any empty cans or bottles?
That's lifted foul and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Braden Mancourt from Langley, BC. Attends Central Baptist College in Conway, Arkansas. Carney takes too long. Mancourt asks for time, and it is granted by Braden Wansbury. So we'll reset. 1 ball, 1 strike, with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. In the dirt, good block by Babiak. Two balls, 1 strike. Foul tip squeezed. Two and two. And that's fouled over the screen. And out of play. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's fouled over the screen once again and out of play. Feels like we've been 2 balls, 2 strikes here for quite a while. Ian Heck on deck for the Beavers. A line drive up the middle, and that'll double off Eli Hansen. A comebacker, no chance for Hansen to get back, and he's retired 1-6 on the double play. So the Beavers get the first 2 aboard and don't score. They did have 1 base hit. There were no errors. And 1 runner left on base. After 5 complete, the Medicine Hat Mavericks 3, the Weyburn Beavers 1. And we'll be back with the 6th inning when we return here on Coast Hotels. Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Ian Heck back out for the 6th inning. Rob Gurney gives a sign that this one's going down to second base. As Cesar Rodriguez heads down to first base for the Mavericks. And Adam Volcano approaches home plate. Adams walked twice this evening. Fastball is high for ball one. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Adam Volcano, of course, from Cloverdale, a sophomore at Colby Community College in Colby, Kansas. Breaking ball is in there. One ball, two strikes. Jaden Babiak on deck. Blake Dale also due up. That's fouled over the screen and out of play. That's drilled foul. A long way. Adam Volcano really got the barrel around on that. Ian Heck at 113 pitches. Curveball in there, froze him. Strikeout number 7 for Ian Heck. And that'll bring Jaden Babiak to the plate. Babiak 1 for 1. He singled in his last at-bat. Walked in his first. And fouls that back to the screen for strike one. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up before the Mavs. And the 6th hitter retired. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Ian Heck ahead, 0-2. High fastball taken. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. In the dirt, 2-2. Blake Dale on deck. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Eighth strikeout for Ian Heck. Fastball to Blake Dale, catches the outside edge. 0-1 the count. Fastball a little high, 1-1. Blake Dale 0 for 2 so far on the evening. Fastball paints the outside black. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Blake Dale from Riverton, Wyoming, a junior at Kansas Wesleyan University. And that's lifted in the air to left. In comes Eli Hansen. He lays out and makes the catch. Great catch, kid! The defense rising to the occasion, and Ian Heck, a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the sixth. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And the Beavers looking to get a couple of runs for their starting pitcher. When we return for the bottom of the sixth here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. Welcome back to Tom Lang Park in Weyburn. 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Beavers due up to face Ryan Harney here in the bottom of the sixth inning. And Harney has completely shut the door in his 3 innings of work so far. Ian Heck threw 6 innings, 123 pitches on the night. And steps into the batter's box here. 0 for 1 with a walk this evening for Ian. Trevor Dale on deck. Sidearm slider off the plate outside for ball 1. And that's drilled into center field, and it gets by Jeremy Freeman. Extra bases for Ian Heck. It's a stand-up double. Chew the log, Ian Heck. A leadoff double for Ian Heck. And that'll bring Trevor Dale to the plate. Zach Tanabe on deck for the Beavers. And that's drilled over top of Volcano. Will he wave him? No, he holds him. A single on a sharp line drive by Trevor Dale. And I think if Ian didn't have that sore hamstring, I think he'd have got waved. Nobody out, runners on the corners. Ian Heck at third base, Trevor Dale at first. First pitch to Zach Tanabe is in there for a strike. 0-1. Rob Gurney on deck. (0-2) to Zach Tanabe. Zach 0 for 2 on the evening so far. The senior from Graceland University in Iowa out of Waipahu, Hawaii. And that's hit up the middle And it gets through. An RBI single for Zach Tanabe, and Trevor Dale, some good base running, goes to third base. Nicely done, Zach. And a visit from head coach Jonathan Thornhill. Activity in the pen here. My expert spotter trying to get us a number. So still runners on the corners and nobody out for Rob Gurney. I can't tell if it's 15 or 16 down there, so it could be AJ Dahl or Luke Barrientos, but we'll figure that out. I think it looks more like Luke Barrientos to me, but it is dark now, a little difficult to see, and huh? Yes, I know that. Yeah, Blue Jay style retro jersey. Yeah. Everything's tough to read, and under the lights, it's tougher. 0-1 the count to Rob Gurney. Up the middle. That's knocked down by Harney. He goes to second for one. That will score Trevor Dale. So 1-6 on the fielder's choice. Zach Tanabe is gunned it down at second base. Gurney hit it hard up the middle. Harney knocked it down. Found it and had a play at second base for the first out. Beavers tie the game, though. An RBI for Rob Gurney. And Owen Mayencourt to the plate. One out with a runner on first base. And 1 ball and no strike count to Owen Mayencourt. Outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Owen Mayencourt from Langley, BC, joined the Beavers after the successful season of the U18 AAA Langley Blaze. He'll be heading to college somewhere in the U.S. next season. And he rips that down the line. Fair ball! Extra bases. Owen Mayencourt, Rob Gurney held at third base. First WCBL double for Owen Mayencourt. And I think that might be it. Looking at JT over here. Not making a move just yet. Looks like he'll leave Harney out there. Nope, here he comes. I figured. So a very effective first 3 innings for Ryan Harney. And the Beaver Bats found him in the 6th. 4 hits in the inning. And very nearly a 5th, as Rob Gurney's fielder's choice was well hit up the middle. And Harney not knocked that down. That would have been a base hit up the middle. But an RBI for Rob Gurney to tie the game at 3 anyway. It is number 16, Luke Barrientos. He's from Ridgefield, Connecticut. The 5'11" right-hander is a senior at Vassar College. th appearance for Luke Barrientos on the season. They're all in relief. In the previous 19, 23 innings pitched. He's allowed 24 hits, 21 runs, 19 of them earned. Has 29 strikeouts to go along with 22 bases on balls. Has a 4-win, 2-loss record with 4 saves to lead the Mavs and a 7.43 earned run average for Luke Barrientos. So Eli Hansen comes to the plate with 1 out. Runners on second and third. And to face a tough right-hander in Luke Barrientos. Top of the order and Ryan Dauphiny on deck. That's fouled over towards Dauphiny. 0-1 the count. Fastball on the outside block. Quickly, Barrientos ahead. The 2 runners they belong to Ryan Varney. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ryan Harney, rather. It's getting late. And that's fouled. Mishandled there by Ryan Dauphiny, but he usually has the catching hand on the other hand, so I'm not going to fault him for that. Mr. Weyburn in the on-deck circle. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Line drive up the middle! 2 RBIs for Eli Hansen! And he rounds it! A double! Great hit, kid. Clutch. Beavers take a 5-3 lead. And Ryan Dauphiny comes to the plate with a runner in scoring position and 1 out. What a clutch double from Eli Hansen, the high school athlete. Southeast Twins U18 player, the AP. And Dauphiny takes one on the inside edge for strike 1. Doff 3 walks in the game. And there's a ground ball to Volcano. And they will have Eli Hansen at third. 6-5 on the putout for the second out. And Dauphiny, a fielder's choice. And Ryan Muselar comes to the plate with 2 outs. Drills that right at the left fielder out there, Micah Dvorak. Barreled one. Big inning for the Weyburn Beavers as they send 8 men to the plate. They score 4 runs on 5 hits. There were no Medicine Hat errors and 1 runner left on base. After 6 complete, the Weyburn Beavers 5, the Medicine Hat Mavericks 3, and Ian Heck will be back out on the mound for the top of the 7th when we return here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. Ian Heck, the warrior that he is, still out there for the Weyburn Beavers. And his offense put a 4 spot on the board for him and gave him back the lead. Ian sitting at 123 pitches. And he'll face the number 9 hitter, Micah Dvorak. Top of the order after Dvorak, Jeremy Freeman and Aaron Volcano. First pitch from Ian Heck bites the outside corner. 0-1 to Micah Dvorak. Lifted in the air to left. Eli Hansen finds it and makes the catch, 1 away.
Now to the plate, number 44, the center fielder, Jeremy Freeman.
Dvorak 1 for 3 tonight. And Jeremy Freeman comes to the plate. Freeman singled and scored in the 5th. He's 1 for 3. Yes, he did. Checked swing. Barrel went out front. 0-1 the count. Fastball misses off the plate outside, 1-1. Antelope, California's Ian Heck. A breaking ball. That's hit into the gap. Dauphiny is going to retrieve that. Extra bases for Freeman. He'll be in second base with a stand-up double.
Now batting number 13, Aaron Volcano.
2 for 4 on the night, Jeremy Freeman is. And Aaron Volcano comes to the plate. Tyler Van Este in the on-deck circle. Fastball overthrown a little bit. Ian looking at his hand. He had some blister trouble in Moose Jaw and battled through it. Wonder if that's not dogging him again here. Tough for pitchers to get rid of blisters. One ball and 1 strike the count as I repair a self-inflicted error on my score sheet. Curveball, a swing and a miss. 1-2. Oh! Braden! Two and two. Ground ball up the middle. Tanabe has it. Over to Mayencourt in the dirt and off the bag. Freeman is going to score. That'll have to be an error. And it is. So no RBI. 5-4 Beavers lead. Looking for a double play ball here, and that'll be tough. And that's squibbed towards Owen Mayencourt. He won't have a play, an infield single. Almost a bunt single as it pool cued off the end of Vanesti's bat. And runners on first and second with one out for Carter Roth. And Cam Williams, a visit. That might be three, two for sure. So Ian Hack is going to stay out there to pitch to Carter Roth.
Now batting, number 10, the third baseman, Carter Roth.
Roth is 0 for 2 with a sac fly. He hit a ball to left center field that Ryan Muselaar made an incredible running catch. As unbelievable as it may sound, it might be better than the one that Doff pulled off last night. Unbelievable. That's popped up over the screen and out of play.
That's a Barber Motors auto body foul ball.
And that's hit in the air to left field. Eli Hansen over, and he makes the catch. 2 away. Nice play, Eli.
Now batting, shortstop, number 11, Johnny Volcano.
Two outs for Johnny Volcano. Runners on first and second. Fastball on the outside edge. Taken for strike one. 8 strikeouts tonight for Ian Heck. 0-1 count to Johnny Volcano, who is 0 for 3. And a ground ball. Tanabe can't get to it. It's into right field. Dauphiny bobbles it out there. The runner is waved, and here comes the throw. Van Este scores. So a single to right field for Johnny Volcano, and an error advances him to second base and allows Van Este to score. So only one RBI for Johnny Volcano. As he drives in his brother Aaron, Van Este scores on the error. So no RBI for that. 6-5 Mavericks lead. Ian Heck in there for a strike. Adam Volcano 0 for 1 with a couple of walks tonight. 2 strikes. It's Logan Kinter warming in the pen for the Weyburn Beavers, and I think this could be it for Ian Heck. He is at 140 pitches. Oh, Rob Gurney tried to earn one there. Just off the plate outside. Received very nicely by Rob. Out there in that same general vicinity, Ian Heck trying to paint the outside black for the strikeout. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jaden Babiak on deck. 6-5 Mavs lead. That's fouled straight back. Still 2-2. The Beavers had dropped a 4 spot in the bottom of the 6th to take a 2-run lead. And an answer by the Medicine Hat Mavericks of 3 so far. Curveball misses low and a full count to Adam Volcano. First base is open, so maybe not the end of the world, but you'd like to get him right here. 144 pitches for Ian Heck on the evening. And a ground ball. Trevor Dale knocks it down. That's an infield single. He kicks it, and Volcano's going to score. An infield single for Adam Volcano. Two outs and a runner on first base. 4 runs across for the Mavericks. And Jaden Babiak at the plate. Fastball paints the outside corner. Strike 1. That sails high, 1-1. Oh, if only he hadn't blown that one call on Aaron Volcano, and that would have been a strikeout, and we'd be out of here. Quite a while ago, actually. That's fouled out of play. I think Ian Heck is poised to break the single game record for pitches in a game by the Beavers. That's fouled over the screen out of play. Nobody has thrown 150 in a game, I can tell you that. And Ian Heck is on the cusp of 150 pitches. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 9th strikeout for Ian Heck. The Mavs get 4 runs on 4 hits. There were 2 Weyburn errors and 1 runner left on base, or no runners left on base, right? No, it was Adam Volcano. He was left on base. After 7 complete, the Medicine Hat Mavericks 7, the Weyburn Beavers 5, and we'll be back with the bottom of the 7th inning when we return here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. So Ian Heck with a record-breaking performance on pitch count erases 2 records on the single game list. 149 pitches eclipses the previous record of 139 held by AJ Gallardo since July 15th of 2011. And 99 strikes registered by Ian Heck, and that eclipses the mark of 92 held by AJ Gallardo in that same game, and Manny Perdomo, who tied that on July 10th, 2014. So Ian Heck breaks a couple of records here tonight, and how appropriate is that, as I've seen Ian Heck leave the mound for the last time as a Weyburn Beaver. Braden Mayencourt leads things off for the Beavers here in the home half of the 7th. First pitch was a ball. He takes a breaking ball that paints the outside edge. That evens the count at 1-1. Ground ball, foul, down the first base line. 1-2. Ian Heck on deck. And when Ian comes to the plate, I'm going to take a moment and leave the booth to give him a round. In the dirt, 2-2. Full count to Braden Mayencourt. Ball 4. I'll be right back.
Now batting number 4, or number 12, the designated hitter, Ian Heck.
First pitch fouled off by Ian Heck. Takes a second for a ball. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 3-1. So stick around for a few minutes after the game, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my feelings for each of the departing seniors, so that'll be difficult. Swing and miss, full count. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks.
Now batting at shortstop, number 6, Rubber Dale.
Mound visit from Jonathan Thornhill. And that'll be it for Luke Barrientos. Barrientos, 2/3 of an inning, 20 pitches, 10 of them for strikes. And he will give way to another right-hander. It's number 40.
Now pitching number 40, Tyler Cutler. His pitch and change.
That will be Tyler Cutler. Not on my lineup, as I previously explained. So I'll get you a little data on Tyler Cutler.
All right, fans, get those 50-50 tickets out. Tonight's winner going home with 400.
So for Tyler Cutler, a late arrival on the scene here for the Mavericks. This is appearance number 4. All in relief. 4 innings pitched. 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Has 3 walks to go with 1 strikeout, a 1-win, no-loss record, and a 4.50 earned run average.
280-210. If you have the winning ticket, take it.
Tyler Cutler from Helena, Montana. He's a redshirt freshman at Miles Community College. That is in, I suspected it was. It is in Miles City, Montana, so not too far from here. Catch up my score sheet. I didn't even write Luke Barrientos in.
Now batting, number 6, as shortstop, Trevor Dale.
So Trevor Dale will be the first hitter to greet Tyler Cutler, with runners on first and second and nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Zach Tanabe on deck. Pitch gets away, a wild pitch. It was in the dirt, got under Babiak. So 2 in scoring position for Trevor Dale. Beavers still with a chance to let Ian Heck leave with a lead here and turn it over to number 18, Logan Kinter. Breaking ball is high, 2 balls and no strikes. Trevor Dale 1 for 2 with a run scored and a sacrifice fly, RBI. Spikes a fastball and a great play by Babiak to gather that up. That was so far outside, he couldn't try to block it. He had to try and pick it, and he reached all the way out and did pick it. What a play. 3-0 the count to Trevor Dale. And ball 4. So the bases have been walked full by the Mavs. For Zach Tanabe. Nobody out, bases loaded. Zach Tanabe. Zach, an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3. That's in the dirt and outside. Ball 1. So there's some people moving towards the bullpen again here for the Mavs. Outside and low. 2 balls and no strikes. Not a meaningful game in terms of the standings for the Mavericks, but you know that JT does not want to go into the playoffs losing ball games. Inside, 3 balls and no strikes. It'll be straight take here. If there was ever a time to throw just a 75-mile-an-hour fastball down the middle, I'd be shocked if the green light is on here. Outside, ball 4. RBI for Zach Tanabe. 4 straight walks. Seven, 6. Mavericks lead. And that'll bring Rob Gurney to the plate. And in the pen, warming is number 33. Okay. That's another one I don't have on my roster. A lot of changes late in the season. Everybody has guys leaving. Kind of can't be helped. It won't matter for a little bit here, but I'm going to get the Medhat roster called up so that I can make a determination. Oh, there was a little bit of a gift. That was a pity strike right there. 0-1. Closest pitch that he has thrown, though. 0-1 the count to Rob Gurney. Checked his swing. Pitch low in the zone, called strike 2. Rob 1 for 2 with a walk tonight. He had an RBI fielder's choice and a run scored in the 4-run 6th. Strike 3 called. 1 out. And Owen Mancourt comes to the plate. Number 33 is David Heinen. And Owen Mancourt takes a strike. Owen 1 for 3. A double and a run scored. 1-1. Beaver fans getting a look at the catching future of the Beavers here. Boy, the zone opened up in a hurry. One ball, 2 strikes. And that's off the hands, foul and out of play. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Even a fly ball would score 1 here. Curveball high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Eli Hansen on deck. Did not go. Full count. I think I'd have lost my marbles if they'd ruled he went around there. That barrel did not get anywhere close. Full count to one man court. Ball 4, RBI walk. The Beavers have tied the ball game.
Now to the plate, the left fielder, number 26, Eli Hansen.
So Trevor Dale is the runner on third base. Zach Tanabe at second. Owen Mancourt at first for Eli Hansen. A swing and a miss. Strike one. Top of the order, and Ryan Dauphiny on deck. Cutler paints the outside black for strike two. 0-2 the count to Eli Hansen. Hansen 2 for 3 in the game. Doubled his last at bat. A big 2-run double. Low and inside. One and two the count with one out here in the bottom of the seventh. Seven's across the board on the outfield scoreboard. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Tyler Cutler. And Ryan Dauphiny comes to the plate.
Right fielder, number 15, Ryan Dauphiny.
Doff with a chance to drive in the go-ahead run here with 2 outs in the bottom of the seventh. We're tied at 7 here at Tom Lang. Ryan Musilar on deck. It's been a long inning. Outside and low. Ball 1. Ryan Dauphiny 0 for 1. Reached on a fielder's choice and walked 3 times. Swing and a miss at a good breaking ball. Bottom fell out of that one. So Cutler starting to find the zone. Big swing and a miss, a crisp fastball there, 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Dauphiny asked for time. And it's granted. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the seventh. And Dauphiny grounds that to Aaron Volcano. He picks it up. Good hustle by Doff. But the Mavericks escape the inning, leaving the bases loaded, but the Beavers do get 2 runs on no hits. There were no errors by the Mavs and 3 big base runners left. So after 7 complete, it's the Weyburn Beavers 7, the Medicine Hat Mavericks 7, and we'll have the 8th inning for you when we return here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. Logan Kinter on the mound in relief of Ian Hack. Ian will not factor into the decision tonight, but he certainly factored into the game. And will continue to do so as he's due up in the bottom of the 8th inning. You got a Sharpie over there? Thought I had one. So Logan Kinter from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Logan attends Eastern New Mexico University in Portales, New Mexico.
Now batting second baseman, number 5, Blake Dale.
Blake Dale will lead things off for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. For Logan Kinter on the year, this is appearance number 18. He has started one game, all the rest in relief. 37 innings. He's allowed 48 hits, 31 runs, 26 earned. 42 strikeouts to go with 20 bases on balls. And a line drive up the middle over top of Zach Tanabe. A single for Blake Dale to lead off the top of the 8th inning. Logan, a 3-win, 7-loss record and a 6.32 earned run average.
After the plate, left fielder, number 4, Micah Dvorak.
And Micah Dvorak will be the hitter. Guess I should update the line score after 7, shouldn't I? And a bunt from Dvorak, fielded by Kinter, flipped to Mayan Court. One away. And JT opting to move the runner into scoring position for the top of the order. A well-executed sacrifice bunt by Micah Dvorak. Dvorak 1 for 3 on the night, single and a run scored, and Jeremy Freeman comes to the plate. He's been a catalyst here in the second half of the game. Takes ball 1. After starting 0 for 2, singled and scored in the 5th and doubled and scored in the 7th. Popped up towards the dugout and off the dugout roof. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count. I know the hope is to get Logan Kinter through 2 innings here. So nobody really, some pitchers messing around in the pen, but nobody getting ready. Breaking ball misses. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jeremy Freeman. Freeman from Chicago, the Ottawa University senior. That's popped up. And out of play. Two balls and 2 strikes. Count to Jeremy Freeman. Jeremy Freeman hit a home run off of the Beavers in Medicine Hat at Athletic Park. And if you've ever been there, it went off the top of the walking path on the flood control berm by the river. Foul tip. Rob Gurney unable to squeeze that. Gets a moment from Braden Lonsbury. That changed direction pretty significantly. I'd encourage you to go to a game at Athletic Park if you get the chance. A very beautiful spot right by the river. A good ballpark with good history. In the dirt, blocked by Rob Gurney and a full count. On the light towers right by the river, the Ospreys have nested and raised their young the last 2 or 3 years, I believe. We definitely saw them this year. Catching fish out of the river and feeding the baby ospreys, and the Mavs front office paying tribute to those baby sprays, playing off the baby Jays that used to play at Athletic Park, and a special set of jerseys with the hatched ospreys on there. Rob Gurney, I think, still feeling it from that foul tip as Cam Williams comes out for a check on his catcher's health. I wonder if that wasn't a cup check moment. And a full count. Got through a couple of pitches and then needed a little bit more time. And that's a liner right at Ryan Dauphiny. Dale tags and goes to third base. So a productive out for Freeman.
First baseman, number 13, Aaron Volcano.
2 out for Aaron Volcano. The Beavers are going to have to shut down the most dangerous part of a potent lineup here for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. And Aaron Volcano comes to the plate. He reached on an error in his last at-bat. He is 1 for 4. Fouls that out to the highway. Fastball just misses off the plate. The fans are campaigning for a call, and they won't get one. Fastball, a swing, and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big strikeout, Logan Kinter. He strands Blake Dale at third base. The Mavs do not score. They do record 1 hit. There were no errors and a runner left on base in scoring position. So after 7.5, we're tied at 7 here at Tom Lang Park, and we'll be back with the bottom of the 8th inning when we return here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. Tyler Cutler back out to throw the bottom of the 8th inning here for the Mavs.
The Beavers, the center fielder, number 4, Ryan Muslar.
Cutler looks like he has real good stuff, but did walk 3. That allowed the Beavers to tie the game. And Ryan Muslar will lead off the bottom of the 8th for the Beavs. That's off the plate outside, ball 1. Braden Mancourt on deck. Oh, a good breaking ball there. That swung on and missed by Ryan Muslar. And he doesn't get fooled very often, but he did there. Fouls that back to the screen as Cutler comes right back with it. Probably actually Babiak, the veteran catcher. Oh, and that hits Muslar in the head. And he's kind of laughing about it, so. Lightning to the south of us here at Tom Lang Park, in the distance, not anything that's imminent and close and hazardous to the people in the stands. Let me clarify. An observation from the best spotter in the business over here. So a hit by pitch. Ryan Muslar aboard. Good speed at first base. Interesting to see if Cam Williams gets aggressive. And that's drilled to left to right field, and it is out of here! Home run! Braden Mancourt! He tattooed that thing over the wall in right field! That scores Ryan Muslar! And Braden Mancourt gives the Beavers a 2-run lead. Touch 'em all, Braden Mancourt!
Now batting, number 12, the designated hitter, Ian Hack.
Braden Mancourt has given the Beavers a lead, and Ian Heck a hit by pitch, and he's aboard. Didn't even get a chance to talk about Ian Heck there, and I think Jonathan Thornhill has seen enough. And that'll be it for Tyler Cutler. And new pitcher will enter the game. Who did I say that was? I got to go back to the lineup here. David Heinen. David Heinen, a 6'2" right-hander from Minnesota North College, where he's a freshman. He is from Holdingford, Minnesota.
Now pitching number 33, David Hyman. This pitching change brought to you by Swayze Concrete.
Heinen on the year. This is his 6th appearance, all in relief. 9 1/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 14 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned. Has 6 strikeouts to go with 5 bases and balls. He does not have a 1-loss record and has a 6.75 earned run average. And he will be welcomed to the game by Trevor Dale, the 5-hitter. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So Trevor Dale comes to the plate.
Now batting. Number 6, the shortstop, Trevor Dale.
Best in the business.
Thank you, Matt.
Best in the business.
Trevor Dale 1 for 2 on the night. He sacked fly in the first, singled and scored in the sixth, and walked in the seventh. He takes ball 1. So Trevor hits with Ian Heck at first base. The Beavers have scored a pair. They lead 9-7. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Foul tip. Thank you. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. In the dirt. Blocked by Jaden Babiak. 2 balls and 1 strike to Trevor Dale from West Valley City, Utah in the Salt Lake City area. Trevor attends the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs. Fouls that over the screen and out of play. And that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nine 7. Beavers lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that's hit on the ground past Carter Roth. Ian Heck will stop at second. A single for Jimmy Trevor Dale. And that will bring Zach Tanabe to the plate. Zach 1 for 3 with a walk on the evening. A pair of RBIs on the night for Zach Tanabe in his final collegiate game. Breaking ball is high for ball 1. Rob Gurney on deck. Foul tip squeezed by Jaden Babiak. It's 1-1. I never did get the home run, both of Zach's home runs on the road this season, so I never got to break out the flying Hawaiian home run call, and I regret that. Breaking ball sweeps in there for a strike. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Inside, 2-2. The runner on second base is Ian Heck. The runner on first is Trevor Dale. Good defensive swing there by Zach Tanabe to stay alive. A tough breaking ball from David Heinen. Still 2-2. Still nobody out. Popped up toward the Beaver dugout, over the screen and out of play. The count is still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1 out. First strikeout for David Heinen. And Rob Gurney will be the hitter.
Number 10, Rob Gurney.
Rob 1 for 3 with a walk tonight, and a run scored and an RBI. Takes ball 1. The fielder's choice was a ball that was sharply hit up the middle that the pitcher at the time, Ryan Harney, got a piece of and managed to turn that into a fielder's choice, as the only play he had was Zach Tanabe at second base. A swing and a miss there. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. So David Heinen has come in and done what his manager needed him to do and just not give people free passes. Rob Gurney asked for time as Heinen was taking too long for his liking. He steps back in. Owen Mayencourt is on deck. Rob started to go, held it up, and a pitch falls out of the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Dean and Allison Mayencourt and their daughter Trinity here to watch the 2 boys, and they have been entertained thoroughly by their sons this week. Rob Gurney takes that deep into the night. Goodbye, Mr. Spalding. Rob Gurney absolutely destroyed that baseball. A 3-run shot. Ian Heck scores. Trevor Dale scores. And Rob Gurney's 3rd home run has given the Beavers a 12-7 lead. Touch 'em all, Rob Gurney!
Now batting number 33, Owen Mayencourt.
And that will bring Owen Mayencourt to the plate. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And a 1-strike count. Inside 1-1. 2 home runs in the inning for the Beavers have given them a 5-run lead. I'm getting a little excited here. That's fouled over the screen and out of play. I'll tell you what, another thing I'm excited about is the future of Owen Mayencourt in college baseball. I think he is going to be a good one. That's outside 2-2. Tonight, 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored for Owen Mayencourt. And folks, he's still in high school. He hasn't played a game of college baseball yet. This is his first college baseball action here in the WCBL. It's exciting. Curveball gets away, and it's a full count. Some real maturity at the plate by the young man. I mean, he worked a walk last time on 7 pitches. And here he is with a full count once again. Eli Hansen on deck. And a high ball 4. Back-to-back walks for Owen Mayencourt.
Now to the plate, the left fielder, number 26, Eli Hansen.
And a runner on first base for Eli Hansen, who's had a great night at the plate himself. He hit his first WCBL base hit in the 5th inning and followed that up with a 2-run double in the 6th. He is 2 for 4. and takes strike one. Top of the order, Ryan Dauphiny in the on-deck circle. That gets away. Babia can't find it. Mayencourt rounds it and holds. Hustling all the way. Wild pitch advances Owen Mayencourt into scoring position for Eli Hansen. Double play taken out of the equation in the traditional sense. Slash the other way foul. One ball, two strikes. Lined up the middle! Owen Mayencourt is waved, and he will score! RBI single, Eli Hansen. Freeman hurt himself out there? Jeremy Freeman in a little bit of difficulty out in center field, and head coach Jonathan Thornhill going to go out and check on his star center fielder. Let's hope it's nothing serious. Outfielder starting to warm here for the Mavs. Is that Yusei Uzawa? I think it is. So I think I would be surprised if JT did not remove Jeremy Freeman right now, even if he did determine he was good to go. Looks like he's clutching his back. The back spasm? Freeman not in the lineup last night. I don't know if that's an indicator that he has been nursing something or not, but a key piece of the puzzle for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Great defensive center fielder, excellent hitter, has a lot of speed and a lot of power. So here's to hoping that Jeremy Freeman will be fine for the playoffs for the Mavericks. And Yusei Uzawa goes to center field.
Now batting number 15, the right fielder, Ryan Dauphiny.
Yeah, it looks like a back spasm to me. I'm kind of familiar with those myself. 13-7 Beavers lead. 6 runs here in the bottom of the 8th. Ryan Dauphiny sends one deep. And Micah Dvorak is there. Barreled by Ryan Dauphiny. 2 out.
Now to the plate, the center fielder, number 4, Ryan Musil.
And that'll bring Ryan Musil back to the plate. For the second time in the 8th inning, he was hit by pitch by Tyler Cutler to lead off the bottom of the 8th and get things going for the Beavers. That's bounced by David Heinen. And Jaden Babiak, he's had a strong game behind home plate. One and 0 the count. That gets away. And Eli Hansen moves down to second base on the wild pitch. I feel like I put a little bit of curse on David Heinen as he's had a little difficulty finding the plate since I said he was doing a good job of finding the plate. 29 pitches, 16 for strikes. That's fouled over the screen and out of play by Ryan Muselaar. Moose 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch and a walk. Still looking for his first hit of the night after having 4 hits last night against the Mavericks. Breaking ball catches the outside edge, and that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. The big 6-run inning for the Beavers. And a base hit for Ryan Muselaar. That'll advance Eli Hansen to third base. Well, I don't believe that a Beaver has ever hit 2 home runs in an inning, so Braden Mayencourt a chance to do that here. Runners on the corners and 2 outs. And a 2-run home run earlier in the 8th inning for Mayo. Checked his swing, pitch in the zone for strike 1. Braden 1 for 4 with that 2-run home run. Also a walk and another run scored. In the dirt, blocked by Babiak. 1 ball and 1 strike. Logan Kinter having to do some throwing in the pen to do the long wait. Fouled back to the screen by Braden Mayencourt. So a long sit down for Logan. Logan would be the pitcher of record here. He stands to get the win if he can come in and not give up 6 runs, which I think he can do. Fouled over the screen and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ian Heck in the on-deck circle. Come on, Mayo. Get me one more look at Ian here. Inside, 2-2. And a ground ball base hit. Ryan Muselaar goes to third base on the RBI single by Braden Mayencourt. 2 hits in the inning for Mayo. And Eli Hansen scores. It's 14-7 Beavers. And Ian Heck to the plate with runners on the corners and 2 outs. Ian was hit in his previous at-bat in the 8th inning. And it fouled. Fielded neatly by Ryan Dauphiny. And the fans go wild. 0-1 the count. Ian has scored 3 runs in the ballgame. Outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So to recap Ian's night, he walked in the first, flew out to left in the third, doubled in the 6th, walked in the 7th, and hit by pitch in the 8th. He is 1 for 2 with 3 runs scored. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Single game record for runs scored in a game is 5. Breaking ball is fouled back to the screen, and that'll hold the count at 1-2. Trevor Dale on deck for the Weyburn Beavers. Curveball outside. Babiak has to lunge to protect that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Ryan Muselar, the runner, at third. Braden Mancourt at first base. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A big inning for the Weyburn Beavers as they send 12 men to the plate. And they score 7 times on 6 hits. There were no Medicine Hat errors and 2 runners left on base, one of them in scoring position. And we're off to the 9th inning with the Beavers leading this one 14-7. And we'll be back with the last half inning of the Beavers home season when we return here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Logan Kinter back out to try to close this out for the Beavers with a 7-run lead. Tough part of the Mavericks order coming up. Tyler Van Este, the DH. Carter Roth, the third baseman, and Johnny Volcano, the shortstop, due up. Tyler Van Este, he's had a pretty good night, 2 for 4, a 2-run triple in the 5th, and singled and scored in the 7th. So 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Good night at the office for the Weyburn, Saskatchewan product, Tyler Van Este. First pitch from Logan Kinter after a long wait is high for ball 1. Fastball dots the outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Tyler Van Este, a senior. Quite possibly, I don't know his eligibility status, but possibly the last time that I'll see him hit. And he's been a very effective hitter the last 3 seasons for the Mavs. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Carter Roth on deck. And up the middle, Trevor Dale can't get it. Base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard for Carter Roth. Johnny Volcano on deck. Growth takes high for ball one. That slapped foul down the right field line and over the chain link and out of play to even the count at 1-1. Carter Roth 0 for 3 with an RBI tonight, sac fly in the 5th inning. Pitch in the dirt. Scooped by Rob Gurney. Runner has to stay put. 2 balls and 1 strike. That's popped up over the screen and out of play. Carter Roth struck out once in this game. That's only his 18th. What is it? 18th strikeout. And the 19th strikeout. It's a rare thing. 210 at bats entering this game. And to strike him out twice is extremely rare. 1 out for Johnny Volcano. Double play ball would be nice to get out of this and get on to a little bit of a private awards ceremony here after the game with the players and coaches. Been a bit of a long game. Were we 3.5 hours in? I don't know what time it is. 3.5 hours in. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. For Johnny Volcano, 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored on the night. Fastball fouled back. It's 1-2. So Logan Kinter, after a leadoff single in the 8th by Blake Dale and a leadoff single by Vanesti, otherwise he's been really good, 2-2. As the pitch gets away in towards Johnny Volcano. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 3rd strikeout for Logan Kinter. And that'll bring Adam Volcano to the plate with the Mavericks down to their last out here at Tom Lang Park. One strike, the count to Adam Volcano. Pitch in the dirt gets away from Rob Gurney. Tyler Van Neste advances to second base on the wild pitch. And that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Adam Volcano, a pretty good night. He's 1 for 2. A single and 2 bases on balls in the game for Adam. Jaden Babiak on deck. Fastball off the plate outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Come on, Logan, close it out here. We all want to get out and enjoy each other's company here for a little bit more. Oh, that looked really close. 3 balls and a strike. Had to be out. Swing and a miss. A firm fastball there from Kinter. And spikes that. Van Este. Van Este goes to third on another wild pitch while Adam Volcano reaches on his third walk of the night. So Adam's been on base 4 times for the Mavs. Runners on the corners and 2 out for Jaden Babiak. Babiak 1 for 3, a single and a base on balls on the night. It's popped up and it's out of play. Owen Mancourt giving chase. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. They look so good, but they're so hard to hit. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that's lifted in the air to left field. Eli Hansen has it! Beavers win! Beavers win! They sweep the 2-game set here against the Medicine Hat Mavericks at Tom Lang Park to end the home season. The winning pitcher tonight, Logan Kinter. He improves his record to 4 wins and 7 losses. And for the Mavericks, the losing pitcher is Tyler Cutler. He is 0-1 on the year. And I'm excited about winning the last 2 games. That's absolutely huge for the guys. They never quit all year. And wow, that was something else. 14-7. The Beavers win this one. And I'm going to take a moment to talk about our graduating seniors in no specific order, with the exception of the last one. Jared Eifler. I saw Jared for the last time on Sunday in Regina. And Jared, 4 years with the team, kind of on and off, had an injury season in there that he turned an ankle and missed an entire year. The senior from Bellevue University in Bellevue, Nebraska. And I don't know if you're watching tonight, Eif, but I've always appreciated our conversations, and I'm going to miss you a lot. I wish you all the best in whatever's next, and I'm sure that, with you being in Calgary, if you remain in Calgary, that at some point in time, our paths will cross once again. Joe Hart. Joe. Man, what can I say? 3 years with the Beavers, and 2 years in relief, and then it takes us till kind of halfway through this year to find out that we've got a pretty darn good starter. And I mean, you did a fantastic job for the squad this year. Did everything we could have asked of you and more. You got named to the All-Star game. You recorded the last out in the All-Star game before it was washed out. I was so glad that you got into the game as a senior and your last chance. The University of Jamestown in Jamestown, North Dakota. Joe, I wish you all the best in the future. I hope to see you again. Jackson Henderson, your only season with the Beavers, and you arrived late. Every interaction that we had was a positive one. I enjoyed your company. I enjoyed your wit and your humor. And I enjoyed watching you throw a lot. And you got here late because you were doing more important things than the D2 World Series. So obviously a successful college career for you, and you were stellar in your last appearance last night to preserve the lead to turn over to Zach Tanabe in that 7-6 win. So, heck of a way for you to finish out your collegiate career, Jackson. I wish you all the best in the future. Graham Middleton. Graham has the distinction of being the tallest Beaver ever at 6'7", the native of Valonia, Arkansas, the senior at Central Baptist College, and heartbreaking, Graham, that you took that comebacker, made the play off of your pitching arm, and later discovered that your arm was in fact fractured, and that sent you home for the year. So I'm very sorry about that, and I looked forward to seeing you throw a lot more. You were just really coming into your own in the league, and a very unfortunate thing there, Graham. Graham, thank you for coming to Weyburn, and I wish you all the best moving forward. Another late arrival, Connor Nip. Connor from the University of Jamestown in Jamestown, North Dakota. Came in and did a real good job for the Beavers. Even though point streak doesn't say it, you led the team with 2 saves on the year, one not awarded to you by mistake. And you did a really good job. You're a really pleasant guy. And again, I wish you nothing but the best throughout whatever happens next for you. Alex Alva from Littleton, Colorado. Alex, the senior, another senior from the University of Jamestown. And Alex left us around the 19th of July, about middle of July, for a professional tryout. And he hasn't informed me what the outcome of his pro tryout was, but I've heard from the guys that he's considering a couple of offers. So, Alex, thank you for your contributions to the Weyburn Beavers in the time you were here, and met your folks, Frank and Deanna, and Kyrie, your girlfriend, while they were here visiting, and again, a great guy, and I wish you nothing but the best. Zach Tanabe. Zach picked him up at the airport, and there's no more pleasant young man in the world than Zach Tanabe. A great individual. 1 year with the Beavers. I wish the Beavers had discovered Zach Tanabe a little sooner. One of the nicest young men you'll ever meet. Lawrence and Kathy, you raised a real fine young man. And Zach, whatever comes next, best wishes to you. The final 2 college teammates, Tyron Dorrance. Tyron, oh man, it's absolutely heartbreaking that you had to get hurt and couldn't finish the season. You're as nice a man as Zach Tanabe, and I'm going to miss you. I wish you all the best as you pursue physical therapy training in Ireland. I'm excited for you for that experience, and always enjoyed our conversations. Tyron, you're an absolute beauty. I think that's the best compliment you can pay a guy from Saskatchewan. Oh, and this is going to be hard. Final senior. Ian Heck. I don't even know what to say about Ian. 2 years here in Weyburn, and he was absolutely unbelievable on and off the field. David and Kimberly, if you're watching or still listening, I love your son. You will be remembered as one of the greatest Beavers. No doubt about it. I wish we could have got him a win tonight. We did win his final game, but we didn't get him a win. But I'm sure that he's going to have a fantastic career in Australia. And I'm going to miss Ian Heck a whole lot. Might as well throw one more guy in there while I'm horribly emotional. Doesn't play for the team, but he plays for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. And he's off to the playoffs, but the other night I saw Austin Gurney play for the last time as well. Hugh Marney. Austin's an absolute warrior. I love Rob. He's my second son. Austin, good luck in Australia when you get there. I wish you and India every happiness in life moving forward. So on behalf of my spotter and producer and the love of my life, Lisa Preddy, on behalf of all of the producers back at FloCollege Central who helped us out every game throughout the 28-game home season here in 2025, thank you for all your help. To the Beaver executive, thank you for your support and allowing me to do this again this year. To the coaching staff, Cam Williams, Luke Sempt, consider you two guys to be among my best friends. And it was absolutely delightful to join you on the bench on the road this season. I'm John Preddy. Thank you for watching Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball all season long here on FloCollege. I wish you a safe drive home if necessary. Thank you, and good night.